Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have the top 8 of the NAWCQ, and we have Logan Johnson versus Marshall D. Teach, and we have Fiendsmith Snake Eye versus Fiendsmith Yubel. I couldn't see exactly what they rolled there. Okay, looks like they tied. Looks like Marshall rolled an 8. Okay, never mind. Looks like Logan rolled a 7, Marshall rolled an 8. Okay, 6. So Marshall will be going first, of course, obviously. Also, he's playing Fiendsmith Snake Eye. I thought he was playing the Yubel deck, but he's going to drop the Mulchi Ummi there in the draw phase, and they're going to called by that. So go ahead and stop that card. They will not be drawing off of it. Activate Nightmare Throne. Such a good card. Okay, that's going to resolve. Are we searching or are we destroying from the deck? Because if we're destroying like Spirit of Yubel, that means our hand's like pretty strong. Okay, yeah, so we do destroy Spirit of Yubel. Okay, Spirit of Yubel effect. Go ahead, special summon out Yubel from the deck so we can summon out a Phantom Chaos before we even start playing. So, called by 1-for-1 with a hand trap. Nightmare Throne's gonna get us to Phantom Yubel, which can 1-for-1 with a hand trap. I guess it's not really a 1-for-1 because it does give us a body at the end of the day. But it can stop a hand trap. And then we're going to go Engraver effect, discard, go ahead, search out the Tractus, and then activate to go ahead, search the Lurie, discard the Lurie, and then Lurie effect to special summon itself out. That's fine. Yeah, obviously that's going to happen here. There's nothing else you could really go for. We already went through the Engraver effect. So search, discard, Lurie, special summon out, and then link off. Go up into the Requiem, sure, and then Requiem effect, tribute, go ahead, special summon out the Engraver from the deck. That is fine. We do have the Engraver's Graveyard effect. We're going to go Requiem effect to equip, and then just turn those into the Necro equip. Sure. I mean, that's fine. We're going to Engraver, shuffle back, special summon out, and then link off. Was there even a point of going for Necro Equip there? I guess it lets us... it doesn't even change anything, right? That's actually just the same thing. Yeah, we actually just used Necro Equip for no reason. It didn't, like, produce us an extra body. We could have just went Engraver, Shuffle Back, Requiem, Special Summon Out, Link Off. And we are in the same exact spot, except we still have Necro Equip in the extra deck. And then also, our opponent doesn't know that we're playing that card. It's not like a mandatory card in the extra deck, so them knowing that could definitely change plays later on. But we're gonna go ahead, fuse into Aerial Eater, and then Aerial Eater effect will now go ahead, dump a Fiend from the deck to the graveyard. So we will dump the Samsara D Lotus, and then link off to summon out the Muckraker, and then Muckraker effect a special back out. Never mind. Okay, go for Yama effect. I guess maybe I'm dumb. Maybe it just like obviously wasn't Muckraker there. But they're gonna summon that out, effect to go search. I don't know, maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe they're gonna make like Soul Rage and then Shavara pop it. But Yama effect, and they're thinking in response, they imperm the Yama. Oh, that actually seems really good against what they're trying to go for right now. Actually, that actually seems really bad for what they're trying to go for right now. Let me rephrase that, because now they just have Muckraker very easily set up. So I don't know why you'd actually imperm that, because if they go Solar Rage, and then they pop it, and then they get like Yama, special summon back out, Solar Rage to add back, I guess you can just like imperm the Samsara D Lotus, or maybe just imperm the Spirit of Yubel that comes out. I don't know, it seems a little bit bad once you get to that point, but I don't know, imperm on Yama, they can like guaranteed play through, somewhat at least. Oh, they're passing. Okay, so no Muckraker, discard special summon back out to go into like Nightmare Pain, and then we can get Yama effect to summon back out on our turn. So we could still end on Solar Rage, plus have like a Phantom of Yubel on field. But sure, maybe the cards in their hand are just very valuable. We know one is Droll and Lockbird from what I saw. And Logan's going to start off with a Tractus. So Droll and Lockbird's pretty good against that. So go ahead, search Lurie, and then discard Lurie, and then activate Lurie effect, Chainlink 1, and then Chainlink 2. They're going to chain Droll and Lockbird, which is a very good card there, I assume. I mean, maybe Logan's hand can just, like, perfectly play around it. But, you know, if they have any search cards, those aren't going to be live. Wanted would have been chained in response there. But okay, they're going to go ahead and summon out sure. And then use Lurie to make the Requiem. And yeah, this part's just going through, and then Requiem effect. I guess yeah, you just summon it. Maybe you play a little bit weird here, because the only way that you win possibly is your opponent messing up. And if that's the case, there's definitely things you can do to try to prompt a mistake. Like if this is all we have, we can say battle phase here and see if our opponent messes up and just like doesn't use Solar Rage. I mean, N uses Solar Rage, but they don't use Solar Rage, then I guess you were just gonna lose anyways, right? But we're gonna go ahead, Requiem, Tribute, special summon out the Fiendsmith, and then yeah, they said that summon's good. So we can go Requiem effect to equip, and that will force the opponent to do the Solar Rage technique, and then maybe we have like Black Witch, discard Snake Eye Ash, normal summon Oak. Yeah, I guess a couple different things would work. But okay, let's see. What do we have? So we summon out the Engraver. We could go Requiem effect to equip, and then attempt to go send. We know they chain Solar Rage. We know they make SP. They have SP effect to go banish. I guess it's not guaranteed SP. It could actually be a Muckraker, but more likely than not, it's gonna be a SP. So, okay, Logan will normal summon out Snake Eye Ash. See, I'm just not agreeing with some of these lines here. Is that even good? I guess I don't know what they have in their hand, right? Maybe they actually do just have Black Witch, and they can just Black Witch into original. But they're gonna go Solar Rage onto the Engraver, and then any response, any Ghost Ogre maybe. Nope, that's fine. Okay, so link off, summon out SP, SP effect to go banish. And then they're just going to banish the Engraver from the graveyard probably, so that way it can't summon itself back out. Yeah, so go ahead, get rid of that. Okay, now, what do we have here? Do we have what it takes to play through? We pass turn? Okay, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you know you lose to Solar Rage, at least see if your opponent makes mistakes, right? Because how I see it is, Marshall did not play turn 1 perfectly. Maybe they're just under pressure of being top 8. You know, this is honestly probably the most important match of their life. I mean, top 8 at Nats. You know, if you win the match, you go to Worlds. If you lose the match, you don't go to Worlds. But we see Logan admit defeat there. But I think I'm putting my opponent on, like, make some mistakes, right? Like, I think you just say battle phase, hope they say Solar Rage, you chain Requiem, you win the game. You should have also used Requiem effect to equip to the Engraver. Before normal summoning Snake Eye Ash, seeing if that goes through, maybe just saying end of main, but I guess end of main would be horrible, right? They Solar Rage, add back, and they get Yama to summon back out Solar Rage, so they probably let that go through. I guess you could go effect Ascend, force them to go in the SP, then the SP banish, but that doesn't seem good either. Maybe you go effect to equip, then normal summon Snake Eye Ash, I don't know, like, you just have to put the opponent on make mistakes, right? Like, you can attempt to make the game winnable. But okay, going on to the next game now. We will go ahead and skip to game 2, where we will now get to see Logan go first on the Fiendsmith Snake Eye deck. I see Nib in their hand. I couldn't see anything else though. But they're going to start with normal summon Snake Eye Ash. Very strong card. Uses the effect. Casually gets hit with a nice imperm there. Wow, you look at him lean back in the chair. Got the hand face down. Casually hand trapping, but imperm on Snake Eye Ash. We do have Bonfire, so we can just extend through this. Yeah, I mean, Witch, Wanted, Bonfire, those are all like very excellent extenders there, like the classic ones. There's also Engraver, Tractus, those are good extenders too. But Bonfire will now get Poplar, special Poplar effect to go search. They're thinking on what they want to grab here. Looks like obviously deciding between Divine Temple and the original Sinful Spoil. We are just going to search the original Sinful Spoil there. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. And then from here, how do we want to play this out? Because we could just go like make Moon of the Closed Sky, Popular Spell, Trap Zone, then have original in the back. But we're actually just going to go Engraver effect. Wow, so opening Snake Eye Ash, Engraver, and Bonfire going first with a Nib in hand. And Nib is a very good going first card. because the opponent obviously has to, like, you know, attempt to play into it to break the board. And then you can drop it, and it's very high impact. But we're going to go ahead, add Lurie, discard Lurie, and then link off Lurie to go ahead and bring out the Requiem. And then we have Requiem effect, tribute to go special summon out the Engraver from the deck. Now, we do know that Logan has Nib in hand, but does Marshall have Nib in hand? It won't be the end of the day, like, having it. If they did have it, maybe they don't imperm so early. Maybe they wait to try to, like, imperm Nib the opponent and hope that it just does enough. You know, sometimes you really do gotta think about the pressure. Like, the pressure of being on the feature match might actually get to someone, and they might not be able to do their combos 100% correctly. So something like imperm Nib, you know, imperm Nib can have people scrambling even when they're not on the feature match. But when you're on the feature match, who knows? Maybe imperm Nib is enough to have you, like, full scrambling. But link off the Engraver plus the Poplar. Go ahead and summon out. We summoning Moon, or are we summoning... Oh, wait. Never mind. I was about to say, right as I said summon Moon, I was like, wait, we already went through that stuff. There's no point of us going through Moon. So we're going to summon out the Sequentia, and then Poplar effect, spell Trap Zone itself. Sure. And then we have the Link 2 Sequentia effect to go ahead, shuffle back, and then bring out from the extra deck. So we will now put back the Lurie plus the Requiem, sure, and then bring out the Lacrimosa effect. If we play Angel of Blue Tears and this combo resolves, the game's just over because we will DDG our opponent, which I feel like there was a decent amount of people playing it, so there's a decent chance that they're on it right now. But they're going to go ahead, bring out the Engraver there, sure, and then where are we going to go from this point? Thinking, what would Marshall have at this point? I guess it really would just be Nib, but I feel like we would probably drop Nib right now. Yeah, I feel like we drop Nib right now before we could get hit with, like, Angel of Blue Tears, and it actually just, like, you know, attempt to skip our turn. So I don't think they have that, so I don't think they actually have any more hand traps in hand. I think at this point, it would either be board breaker type cards or Engine. So we're going to go Beatrice, detach Lacrimosa, dump Angel of Blue Tears, and then Lacrimosa effect, shuffle Backburn for 12, and then Angel of Blue Tears effect, banish to go set a normal trap from the hand or deck. If set from hand, it can be used that turn, but we are just going to set D-Barrier from the deck, okay? Make it so that way the opponent can't summon out any Phantom of Yubels, which, I don't know, is that the best thing to set against them? I feel like DDG is just, like, good enough, right? Like, right? DDG sounds crazy. You just make it so that way older monsters get banished. It makes it so that way Phantom of Yubel is, like, hard to even achieve without losing value getting to it. And then at that point, they're just summoning out, like, a random Yubel body, which I guess, you know, in some instances is enough. But we also have to get hand trap for that part to even matter, because right now, if we just full combo, we don't even need the trap that we set from deck. The end board will just be enough. Unless if our opponent has Dark Ruler, but, you know, Angel of Blue Tears and the D-Barrier should help out against that. At least they won't be able to fusion summon. But now we're going to go ahead, use Oak effect to send the Ash, and then bring out from deck Flame Burge. That's good. And then now we can just keep linking off and keep going up. I guess we could make, like, IP, Flame Burge, summon back out. Then make Princess effect, summon back out Flame Burge effect, spell Trap Zone IP, and then link off into... Wait, did I say that right? I feel like I messed up with that combo line there. I feel like there was a way for us to get Nightmare Phoenix pointing to pointing to Appaloosa. Maybe I just thought about it wrong for a second. But yeah, we get the special summon back out 2 bodies. And then we have to make Princess and the Flame Burge. Okay. And then we would, link off? Because we would be fire locked there, which sucks. Yeah, so that actually is a little bit awkward. And I don't think we have a Spellcaster Engraver. We didn't go for Snake-Eye Diabelistar. We didn't have Black Witch or anything. So there's no Celine one. But we're going to go IP plus Poplar to link off into Promethean Princess. And then Promethean Princess effect, a special summon back out. bring out Flameburge, and then Flameburge effect can target IP. That's only correct to do now if we are not going to be making Apo. But I have a feeling with how we're doing this right now that we still are just making Apo. Yeah, we are definitely just making Apo. So we should have just waited a second to play around Bastille better. Some people just really want to hold Bastille for the IP Masquerena being targeted with Flameburge. But I guess like they could argue like, oh, they would have Bastille stop Lacrimosa, like when we detach it from Beatrice, go ahead and Bastille that. Which, unless if Logan's playing another Beatrice dump target, you could also argue that they shouldn't have even detached Lacrimosa because it does play into a Bastille. Like you could say like, yeah, it just plays into a Bastille. You can't dodge DD Crow no matter how you play it, but you can dodge a Bastille if you wait. Because then you could just link off Beatrice and get Lacrimosa effect. But, oh, okay, we do play the Black Goat Laughs. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So that was definitely the correct way to do it then. If we play the Black Goat Laughs. Which I do respect that they play that card, too. That card, I played that card pretty nice. That card was pretty nice for me. But they go ahead, Flameburge, push up IP. And then, I think I see a trap card in Marshall's hand. Which it could be Evenly Match. Evenly Match is a pretty good card. Do they decide to respect it or not? Because if they do respect it, then they'll make SP. If they don't respect it and they think they're just getting bluffed, then they will allow them to go to battle phase. But then, you know, it kind of sucks. We'll have to leave Flameburge on field, but it could just be good enough. It actually does look like that's what's happening. Yeah, it actually does look like they're saying end of main, and they're saying, let me activate my IP effect, thinking what to link off. Okay, so they link off IP plus Beatrice, and then bring out SP, and then I guess they can just SP effect to go banish. I mean, they don't have to, but they could just target the opponent's Imperm, I guess, but it won't matter. Yeah, so they're just going to summon it out. No effect, which is fine. I guess we play into a Kurikara more if we activate it or something. It's not like we're playing in the Ghost Ogre, because it was made with IP. But activate opening now, and then opening's gonna go ahead search out Dark Beckoning Beast, and then we will go normal. Oh, draw and Lockbird. Yeah, that's it's like definitely game, right? Like we have a good enough end board here. We drop Droll and Lockbird on Yubel. Yubel gets hurt pretty bad by Droll and Lockbird. So now they go normal summon out Dark Beckoning Beast. And then extra normal summon out the Gruesome Grave there. I assume that's an extra normal summon by how that was done there. I mean, they could have special summoned it. But yeah, extra normal summon out the Gruesome Grave. Sure. And then now, you know, they have Link Material, they have Gruesome Grave that'll be able to end up summon back, they have Opening Effect that can summon back, like they have a few summon back type cards here. I do see Amirage right there. They might be thinking about making Amirage and then trying to make SP. So yeah, go ahead, summon out Amirage, anything here. And then Logan's going to be thinking, you know, they're going to be attempting to SP me here. Let me read Amirage. You contribute it, target one monster you control, cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects this turn. And then it also has, like, when a normal summon monster that you control is beat over, you can Amirage special summon itself back out. Which actually did used to come up against DPE a lot. You could use it to normal summon, battle phase, crash, special summon Amirage back out, and then maybe do like Phantom Knight stuff. And if they try to DPE pop, you have Amirage to protect like your Rusty play. So that effect used to actually come up a lot more. It used to be played a lot too in like Invoked. But now on the Summon of Amirage, we're gonna go Promethean Princess, target Flameburge plus Amirage. Which, I think we could have also maybe went Princess, target Flameburge plus Gruesome Grave. But I guess the scary part is, like, what if they don't chain Amirage? But if they don't chain Amirage, right, their next play is activate Opening, discard, and then you just chain SP to banish itself plus Amirage? I guess you... You definitely target Gruesome Grave there, right? And if they Amirage negate, you can honestly just Appaloosa negate the Amirage, and then, like, you're in there. Because I don't think we're actually going to be trying to play around Kurikara or anything. Like, there's just no shot. So we go Oak, add back. Cannot use Poplar to search because of the Droll and Lockbird. Otherwise, we'd add Divine Temple. That's fine. That's fine. Got plenty of bodies on board here. The Yubel player is going to have an extremely hard time actually breaking this. I do see a trap in their hand. And there's also the Black Oat Laughs Engraver, which is good. But we're going to go opening, discard Spirit of Yubel. Good to have a Yubel monster in rotation. Spirit of Yubel can set from the deck while under Droll and Lockbird. But the thing is, the card that it sets is the Nightmare Pain. And that card searches, so it doesn't really matter that it sets. We're going to go SP effect to try to banish. They changed Shavara to go ahead and try to pop. Because I'm pretty sure they tried to SP banish Princess plus Gruesome Grave, so that way their Nibbenham would be live. Now they're going to activate Shavara, and then in response, we're going to chain Appaloosa, and then in response, chain the Black Oat Laughs, calling the Spirit of Yubel. I assume is what they call there. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but I assume that's what they called. So that way Spirit of Yubel cannot activate its effect here to go set. Which we could have waited and just Appaloosa negated it anyhow. But I think that's fine. I think it's okay. They're going to go ahead, shuffle back now, summon out the Phantom of Yubel. Sure. I mean, technically we could have flipped D-Barrier before, but they're just turning one body into one body. It's fine, right? Oh, it's Chamber in hand. Okay. I was going to say, we know the one card Shavara, so it should be fine there. Yeah. I guess it was like a mistake not using the D-Barrier. But anyhow, it should have been DDG, I'm pretty sure. D-Barrier is not bad against Yubel, but, you know, DDG right there would have just made it to where, like, the fusions wouldn't have even came up. Or if they did fusion, they would have used 2 cards from hand to summon out 1 Phantom of Yubel, which doesn't really do a whole lot. But, okay. Going on into Game 3 now, we will see Fiendsmith, Yubel, Marshall D. Teach going first, and we have Samsara D. Lotus in hand. I think that's Nightmare Throne. Okay, no, I think it was opening. Okay, but activate opening to go search. Do we see Droll and Lockbird? Add Dark Beckoning Beast. Nothing on resolution. Wow. Okay. Normal summon Dark Beckoning Beast. Effect. So, you know, Mulchi Yummy, Droll and Lockbird, check. They don't have. They're going to grab opening there. Does that mean they already opened Chaos Summoning Beast, or did they just not play it? Oh, I guess we're just normal summoning out Samsara D. Lotus anyway, so I guess this makes sense. If we have to discard something, we want to discard opening, and then opening will just add opening back to hand. But Samsara D. Lotus, wow, no Ash Blossom either. Spirit of Yubel into Nightmare Pain. Wow, that is tough. Activate. Oh my gosh, we actually did have Nightmare Throne. Wait, huh? Oh, wait a minute. We have Nightmare Throne, and we didn't start with it? We just accepted that Droll and Lockbird would absolutely destroy us? What? And we're still just going to use it to make Phantom of Yubel anyways? If we're going to use that to make Phantom of Yubel anyways, why would we not just lead with Nightmare Throne? Right? I feel like that just makes the most sense. Like, I don't see, like, I'm trying to think, like, unless, but, like, I can't even think of an unless. Unless we have, like, Called by Droll in hand. I mean, Called by Crossout in hand. And then it's, like, maybe, but why? But, okay, we're going to bring out Yubel and Yubel Terra Incarnate from the Spirit of Yubel and Nightmare Throne effect, and we search out Gruesome Grave. And then, couldn't tell what we did there. We went opening, discard opening, special summon back out Spirit of Yubel, opening effect, add back opening. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's why we wanted to add it there earlier over the Chaos Summoning Beast. We make Moon of the Closed Sky, and then we're going to overlay for the good rank 10. So, I mean, having, you know, Phantom of Yubel is a monster negate. The rank 10 has, like, an Omni negate. It doesn't seem like there's any hand traps coming down from Logan here. We did see hand traps in their list game 1 and 2, but they could still have board breakers in the deck, like Dark Ruler. The only problem is like 1 Dark Ruler, no more. Doesn't do the most. We're going to make Necro Equip, effect, shuffle back, special summon out. See, there it made sense to do that. But game 1, we had activated the engraver effect, so we already had one engraved, so we didn't need to do that. But there, it was fair enough. But we're gonna bring out the Sequentia, and then we can go to Sequentia effect to shuffle back, and then special summon out. Yeah, bring out the Aerial Eater, and then Aerial Eater effect to go ahead and dump. Sure. So we already have Gruesome Grave in hand, so we're not going to be dumping that. What are we dumping then? What is the correct dump here? For a feed, I guess we just dump one. Oh, we just dump Shavara. Okay, sure. Shavara effect, go ahead, set chamber. Yeah, it's whenever it's sent to the graveyard. Sure, that's fine. I thought we were going to dump one that maybe we could banish later on for the Aerial Eater effect to summon itself back out. But now we're just going to go Yama effect, add back Shavara. Sure. I feel like they're just fumbling right now. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why we did it like that. But sure. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We have a Gruesome Grave in the hand that we can use. Wait, I'm confused. Why are those 4 cards sitting there? Yeah, I was about to say, that's their hand. I was like, wait, why are those cards over there? Oh, yeah, they have Opening, Gruesome Grave. Pretty sure that's all we know. Oh, wait a second. That's why they made Necro equip last time when I thought they weren't supposed to, because they're using that as the dark that they banished. Ah, you see, that's why their name is Marshall D. Teach. They're teaching me the lines right now. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, you know what? I'll gladly look like a dummy for the first half of the video to learn the new line, right? I'll gladly do that. Now I can play against Yubel better. But they're going to go ahead, add back Samsara D Lotus, and special summon out the Aerial Eater, which allows them to make the DDD Wave High King Caesar. Yeah, ever since Aerial Eaters comes out, a lot of people have been playing the DDD Wave High King Caesar because it's very easy to end on with Aerial Eater, being an additional level 6 fiend that'll put itself onto the field. So this board is solid, right? We don't have Desiree, but we have like everything else. We have Phantom of Yubel, rank 10, DDD. We have Chamber set. I saw Mourner in hand. I still think they probably could have pushed further than this though. Like, there was definitely a way for us to have an Appaloosa on the field, maybe. There also had to have been a way to get Desiree on field because, I mean, we had everything, right? We had, Opening, Nightmare Throne. I forget what else it was. I think it may have just been those two, but those two are some pretty strong cards. Oh, we also had Samsara D Lotus. But we're going to go Engraver, discard to go ahead, search out Tractus as the first play. No draw and Lockbird on resolution. Alright. Scary thing though, we also didn't start with like a Dark Ruler. Activate Tractus. Okay, no in response droplet. It's just like, it's gonna be so hard to push through a board. Like boards like this are just like so hard to push through. But grab Lurie, discard Lurie effect to special summon itself out. And then any response to that, because I mean they could DDD negate, but no, they're just gonna let that go through. We could just wait until Requiem effect to go ahead and attempt to interrupt, or maybe we interrupt now by making Solar Rage in the SP and then SP banishing the Engraver from the graveyard. So pretty much our chamber is dealing with their entire Engraver effect, but okay, they're gonna try to ogre the Solar Rage. We Phantom a Yubel to negate the ogre, and then any response. I mean, called by. Let's say called by could be used, but we could have also called by the Solar Rage. So that's gonna go through, destroy Spirit of Yubel, link off into SP. Not looking good for Logan Johnson here, but they haven't used many cards yet, right? They still have 4 in hand. So it's still possible. They're going to go SP, banish, Spirit of Yubel, the special. Sure. So special and banish. Oh, but they said, sorry, I can't activate it because I have Yubel under my rank 10. Okay, fair enough. So just SP effect to go banish the Engraver. Yep, that checks out. And then Now what, we're gonna go activate Wanted. Good card, especially with the DDD in defense position, and them not having a Yubel on field, because if they have a Yubel on field, you have to attack it because of Nightmare Pain. So they're gonna go Wanted, grab Black Witch, but it's like the only way for it to actually affect the DDD is for us to not use the effect, and if we're not using the effect, then we spent 2 cards to out DDD and our battle phase. But we do discard summon Black Witch and activate the Black Witch effect there. We also discard an Engraver, which will be able to special summon itself out, or attempt to at least at some point. So Black Witch effect, chain SP to go banish. Sure. Yeah, set original from the deck. Obviously, has to be original there. So set that. They have a Wanted Engraver that could eventually give them a draw. I guess they have Engraver effect to shuffle back for cost and then activate DDD to negate that. Yeah. Okay, now they're shuffling the deck, which I'm not too sure why they're doing. Maybe they're going to go talents to draw. But I don't think that'd be the case. I feel like it'd be talents take, they negate, and activate another talents to draw. Oh, they had Flame Virgin. Wow. GG's. Wow, it's actually so unfortunate that Logan didn't have, like, any hand traps for the opponent's turn. Especially because I don't think Marshall D really played it well there. I know they had a huge end board, and obviously there was the one line that I wasn't seeing that they ended up doing, which I think that line specifically, like that part of the line was solid. They obviously had thought it through before, but I think that not starting with like Nightmare Throne there to destroy Spirit of Yubel and summoning out a Phantom of Yubel before going opening into Dark Beckoning Beast, I feel like that's just crazy. You literally just like beat every hand trap if you do that, right? Like, it's so hard to hand trap that. Like, even if you imperm Dark Beckoning Beast, let's say, if they want to, they could just like link off, go for Yama effect, grab Shavara, I guess. They still have opening, discard, summon Dark Beckoning Beast out from graveyard, normal summon Samsara D Lotus, effect, tribute, special, or you could do something like that depending on how it goes. I still don't know what was in Marshall's hand completely, but I don't think they played it the best, which happens, right? But Marshall D is going to the World Championships in Seattle in September. I will see you there, bro. I will see you there. And I will proceed to make the Marshall D Teach jokes. His name's not actually Marshall D Teach. I don't know their last name. Well, actually, that probably is their last name, right? Whatever the D dot period is. But all right. Yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I will be dropping the top 4 and the finals tomorrow, so stay tuned for that if you want to hear my commentary over it. And with that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.